guys, I'm just Jershin. Welcome back to another Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus Daily. Happy Saturday, everyone. What's that, 19th? We're inching ever closer to the magical Christmas run, which of course will be a curated daily, so that's pretty exciting. The Lost is less so exciting. Yo, Yeti with a ball and score. Except this is kind of wild. Okay, this tells me there's a seam on this run. Not a seam per se, but that this is a winnable Lost run, because if you remember this Lost run, where Yeti beat the whole thing and made it to Mom, he got a score of 654. Often with the Lost, sometimes just playing sometimes just competing and finishing a run is enough to put you in the upper echelon, because it's, well, it's very difficult to play as the Lost. A lot of people don't want to. The fact that he won this run that goes to the dark room and still got 1190 tells me maybe there's a respawn item. We can obviously do our reroll strat if we want to. There's something going on here, or maybe they just start me with Brimstone. Only one way to find out. I doubt it's the latter, but you can certainly hope so. They do start us with an item room. I think Parasite is good. Okay, this is 100% not worth the time. Okay, it's 100% worth the time. I was gonna push the other one all the way across to the other side to make sure we were, you know, covering all our bases and looking for a secret room here, but we got very lucky. What was I gonna say? Oh, hair's a little bit of a mess today. That's okay. Yeti and I were playing. I think I was speaking with Yeti about this. It's tough to tell. I've honestly been playing so much Genshin that the Duke of Flies, yuck. Ew, it's red Duke of Flies. I very much wish. This is very annoying when you don't have a bomb. This is overly annoying when you don't have a bomb! No. Hold on. My brain's not quite in it yet. My brain is clearly not quite in it yet. Please. My brain is not in it yet. I gotta wake up. It's early. I mean, it's noon, but that's early for me on a weekend. Oh god, my heart's palpitating. Please. Please. Oh, thank god. Whew! Okay, this is not good. Like, I feel dizzy. Oh, I'm not quite ready for a Lost run yet. Let me get some water. Say hello. I'm not kidding, like, my heart feels like it's gonna pound out of my chest right now. After yet another stressful week at work, I don't know if I'm quite ready for the stress of a Lost run. Also, I haven't drank any water today, only have eaten coffee. Eaten? I mean, I might as well, it goes right through me. I've only drank coffee yet today. Obviously, Pentagram's a fantastic item, by the way. Nothing else we can do on the floor, so let's continue. Dude, it's not good. It's not good. What the heck? I wish I had a Fitbit. A Fitbit is something I've wanted for a very long time. Or just any sort of smartwatch. Because I think that kind of fitness data can be kind of fun. Kind of cool, kind of fun to look at. So it's been at the top of my list for something I would like. This is a great item. Something I would like to have for a while. The only thing that stopped me is I use, I have a Google Pixel phone. I love it very much. It's like, I mean, it's wonderful. I like Google products in general quite a bit, but the Google Pixel phone for sure is like a top tier. I've used a couple different phones in my career. Look, I would like to do Curse Room, but Curse Rooms really scare me on a Lost run without a teleportation card of some kind. They honestly just really scare me. Okay, it can't be there. I'll do it, but I don't like it. Okay. Scary. Where could our... Could be here, I suppose? Secret room? Nope, okay. Alright. I honestly have no idea where it is, unless it kind of curves up around here. Possible. I use the Google Pixel. I use the Google Pixel right now. It's been my favorite phone I've ever used. Growing up, obviously I started with a good old flip phone. Store key. I think that lets me just go in here for free. And yeah, I would love a 7-cent restock. Shoot, I need 2 more cents though. But I would love me a 7-cent restock, please. A bomb. Okay. We could either blow up the Tinted Rock or I could blow up this guy to try to get the money. I'm gonna go for the money. Thank you. A restock is amazing. You know why? Because when we do our D4 strategy, it now just became... This is another... What's with the champion bosses, dude? Can we ban champion bosses from the first floor? Is that a thing we can do? Yeah, get a couple boogies on him. You get a couple boogies on him, you're in a pretty good position. They will do most of the shredding for you, which is very appreciated. Okay, deal with the devil. Here we go. HP obviously does nothing for us, but we'll take it. 2 red chests. Spirit hearts. Oh, God. Oh, no. So my strategy, you guys know my strategy on Lost Runs. I need to set a hard and fast rule of like, you need 10 items and at least 5 battery charges. That feels like 2 good round numbers. I like intervals of 5. You need at least 10 items and 5 battery charges on a single floor. Then you can start re-rolling to try to get 9 lives, Guppy's Collar. Well, yeah, you'd really like a guaranteed respawn. 9 lives, Judas's Shadow, Ankh, Lazarus's Rags, etc. Picking up Cursed Eye puts us 1 item closer to hitting that magical 10 interval number that I just made up in my head, which is great, but it's Cursed Eye, and it vastly affects how you fire. Now, you don't lose all of the... It's not all bad with Cursed Eye as the loss, because you can never be hit. So you can never be teleported, because if you get hit, you're dead. But we tried this another run, and it honestly, like, ruined everything, but I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna take Cursed Eye again. It's a potential deal with the devil reroll target, and that's worth something to me. Okay, my hands are sweating, dude. This is a weird Lost Run. Something just feels off. I feel like I'm already living on borrowed time for some reason. Yeah, I dislike this already. The problem is, I don't think it does anything to help our DPS. Maybe it does. I don't know. It's hard to say. Is it too late? So Epiphoria certainly does nothing because we're... Yeah, Epiphoria does just absolutely nothing for us, so... We'd like to... Look, we're essentially looking for rerolls right now. We have 8 total items. I still think 10 is the magical number. If you can get to 10... and get at least 5 battery charges, which having restock is going to make that a lot easier for us, because if we can get even a single battery charge, in a shop, there's one. If we can get even a single battery charge in a shop, and we do here, I never know what you do. Huge growth. 2 of diamonds. 2 of diamonds can be pretty sick, actually. Okay, hold 2 of diamonds in here. What you're looking for now is a room where you can ace of diamonds to make a lot of money, and then double that money. And then you double that money. Okay. I usually am very against taking pills, but we chose to there. I will say the game is being kind thus far, with a lot of rooms with little gaps we can fly over, which is, you know, the way you win is the lost. Uh-oh. Okay, so we've already got 2. I'd rather not do my boss fight just yet. Rather wait just a tiny bit on that one. We've got 2 battery charges, plus we've got a battery plus restock in the shop. Could potentially make some stuff happen there. Uh-oh. This room is scary, although it has gifted me magic mush before. So I tend to appreciate this room. I really feel like, I'm sorry, my brain just does not feel like it's quite ready for the level of dialage required on a Lost run. Like, usually I'm in here like playing 8-ball pool with these guys and I'm calculating their trajectory and the bounces and things of that nature. Full card's amazing. Full card is obviously sick. Do I want to use a bomb on some mushies? I think I do. Come on, hook me up, you jerk. I'd like to do that. Okay, so Ace of Diamonds ended up not really doing much for us, unfortunately. We still gotta be a little fast here because we're still trying to make boss rush. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? This is probably out of order, but I'm gonna do this. There's no key in here, you dummy. I'm gonna hope this pays for itself. It did, and it gave us a secret room, and it gave us the key. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Now I don't need the key, that's even better. Stopwatch is good, but not really as the Lost. So I'm not too concerned about that. Okay. Okay. Okay, now here's what you do. You open both of these, you say, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. We have now hit the magical 10. We've now hit the magical 10 item interval that I have just decided to make up in my head that that's what we're gonna do. Look, I was on a train of thought. I understand that, and it's gone now. Will it ever come back? I don't remember what I was talking about, to be 100% honest with you. I got a little distracted. I was talking about eating coffee for breakfast, which didn't happen. I actually ate some peanut butter and jelly toast. I do want to talk about that. Not necessarily the peanut... Oh, I like having the Fool card. We can do the boss fight, and if we get hit, we can say bye-bye. I like having the peanut butter and jelly toast in the morning. It's pretty good. But Maria was in charge of purchasing the bread this time around. I don't like this guy very much. Got to get some boogies on him ASAP as possible, in my personal opinion. From my perspective, that's the fastest way to deal with this guy. That's a fantastic item. Incubus is a fantastic item that suddenly has me like, oh, what if you didn't reroll, you know? What if you didn't reroll? If you did reroll, this would be the floor to do it on, but I'm just gonna head down to the next floor. Maria was in charge of buying the bread, and she bought this 35-calorie bread. It's another reroll target, which I have said from the beginning, and I will... Yo, Incubus doesn't do charge tiers. He just shoots out like a little barrage. That's kind of cool. Kalen Barrage. I've always told Maria that this 35-calorie bread that she buys is a complete scam, mostly because I've taken marketing-related classes before, and some of the things you learn in some of these marketing classes are... this is again the moment I probably should have realized that I'm in the wrong profession. that my personal code of ethics, not to say I'm like a saint or anything, because that's certainly not true either. But they teach you how to nicely say, how to trick the public into buying your stuff is probably a nice way of saying it. How to trick the general public into consuming your goods. And one of the way they do that is with packaging, and this is a prime example right here. Actually, I'll give you secret room item. I'll give you a different example other than the bread first, and then I'll explain how I feel like they do it with the bread. So if you've ever bought one of those tall, skinny cups of Yoplait yogurt, or, you know, maybe other brands, I don't know. I know Yoplait. I like the fluffy kind, if you've ever had the aerated fluffy kind, which is also a freaking scam, by the way, if you've ever had the fluffy yogurt. Yes, the texture is wonderfully light like a pillow. It's like a meringue almost because they whip it and they aerate it. But they charge the same amount for a container of the normal yogurt as they do for a container of the aerated yogurt. And if you check the ounces, you're getting like literally maybe like 2/3 the same quantity of weight-wise of yogurt because they're just filling it with air. Like a Lay's potato chip bag. Another great example of using your packaging to trick people. Ooh, big bag, 2/3 full, gotcha. So many good items that would be great if we weren't the character we were right now. I don't really want to do that, to be honest with you. So many great items we would have if we weren't the character that we are right now, and that's a shame. Let's do our boss fight rather quickly. 3 cent. Yo, this is the floor to respawn. This is the floor to do it. Help. Help, 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 help! If you Angel Deal. Oh, I guess we took Cursed Eye in the first one. Never mind. Angel Deals are great. Okay. Okay, so we can become Lazarus now. So now we don't even. Oh. I'm a little I'm torn, to be honest with you, a slight amount. I'm torn. If we respawn and become Lazarus right now, which we obviously want to do, the unfortunate thing is, in fact, I think we should do it right now. We have an Eternal Heart, and then do we have Spirit Hearts in here? No. I still think it's the floor to do it. Dang, I should have not picked up the soul. I mean, you can't possibly know ahead of time, but that's the wrong play. Okay, so here's what you do. You find some fires to murder yourself on. You grab that Eternal Heart. You head to the next floor with 2 HP. It's gonna be scary for a little bit. Any fires, brother? Yeah. It's gonna be scary for a little bit. Good, I can still fly. So we're at 1 heart right now. We can fly. We grab the Eternal Heart. We go to the next floor with some lovely stats up. Okay. Do you even need the D4 at this point? I'm sorry I'm getting derailed. I'll get back to my important conversation. Do you need the D4? Do you need it? Probably not. You probably don't even need the D4 at this point. Like, I lied. Oh, I lost my Spectral Tears as well. That's pretty bad. So I think we will be re-rolling at some point. And that point, I think, will be Boss Rush. Because if we make it to Boss Rush, it stinks because, like, this is where, again, you can never look ahead and know what items you're going to get. Obviously, if I would have known we were going to be gifted a respawn item. Thank you. Obviously, if I knew we were going to be gifted a respawn item, I would not have picked up Cursed Eye. I picked it up under the impression we would be re-rolling. The sad thing now is I don't really want to re-roll anymore. I mean, we could just do all of our damage with Incubus, but that doesn't seem like the right play either. The problem is, if we get to... If we get to... If we get to Boss Rush, and we take even a single bit of damage while we're charging over the course of the entire Boss Rush, which you would expect to do. It's a tough fight, dude. Champion belt. I was just complaining about champions the other day, but I do like the prospect of more damage there. I don't think we need the Fool card anymore. If we get hit while we're charging, we're getting sent out of Boss Rush. We're making great time though. Like I'm very happy about that. For a lost run, we're making really good time. Yeah, we'll just get sent, and that's pretty bad. So I think what you do is the second you make it into Boss Rush, I would like to have the Fool card back to enter this curse room. I think what you do is you start re-rolling once you get to Boss Rush. And then every 6 waves you get to, or every 3 waves, sorry, you get to continue re-rolling again. Or you could start doing it now and try to find yourself a busted run. Wait. Does Black Candle override Curse Die? Hold on. That feels like a weird mechanic that I think exists, but I can't remember. Does Black Candle override Cursed Eye? Please say yes. Cursed Eye. Cursed Eye. Give me some synergies. Give me some synergies. Give me some synergies. The teleport effect is removed! Now, here's the thing. I still think in general, the burst shot of Cursed Eye is just bad. So I may still... Triple shot, huh? My charge time is quite high now. Bruh, this run is kind of good. It's tough. I honestly don't know if you reroll now because this run is pretty good by itself. This run's pretty okay, and now that I don't have the Cursed Eye to deal with, maybe you don't reroll. It's against every bone in my body not to reroll, but I think the right strategy is not to reroll now. Now that the Cursed Eye effect is gone, I don't know though, you could get like, in general, my opinion of the D4 is like, at some point one of your rerolls is going to be you're now one-shotting everything in the game. I think I'll probably still reroll just for fun. I think this is a really good run and you could easily win the entire game with this run right here. Don't love that. But for funsies, I think I will reroll. All right, well, obviously pop the world card on the next floor. I'm not actually concerned about time this time, which is new. That's a new phenomenon for me. Anyway, back to the yogurt. So first of all, the fluffy yogurt is a big rip, but that's not even the I really don't want the angel deals. I mean, the mapping is amazing. Yeah, we'll take that. Where's my brain going? Now the world card's worthless for us, by the way. Brain, what were you doing there? What were you doing there? Okay, if you ever get one of those yogurt cups, go ahead and flip it around. Look at the bottom of it, and you'll notice it looks like it's for stylistic purposes. They're like, ooh, we wanted to make our yogurt container look fancy. There's essentially like a little canyon in the bottom. Like a raised, again, look at it and you'll see what I'm saying, or you can Google it. They do that because from the outside, when you see the yogurt sitting there on the shelf, rip, dude, big rip. Pills have not really been it today, Chief. Bruh, do you reroll? This run's so good. This run's so good. This run's really quite good. I'll decide when we get the boss rush. Anyway, they put a little indentation in the bottom of the cup so that when you don't see the indentation when it's sitting on the shelf, it just looks like it's standing taller and prouder than some of the other competitor yogurts in the vicinity. Obviously for like 3 cents, there's no reason not to just, oh, they're not all 3 cents. Yes, they are. I feel like there's no reason not to pog up here. May as well check on this as well. Yeah, sure, double my bombs, brother. Rules card, not exactly what I'm looking for. Death card. Ace of spades. Huge growth. All right, I think I'm gonna go. I think huge growth gives you a big damage up, so we'll use that on boss rush. Assuming we make boss rush, which if we could stop teleporting, I'd feel a little better about. I mean, I feel pretty good about it right now. Robo Baby. Not great, but we're fine. Oh, I still have Holy Mantle too? You can't. How do you reroll this run, dude? How do you reroll this run? It's so strong. It's a tough choice, but rerolling probably means becoming Guppy. Oops. Well, there goes my holy mantle. All right, I'm gonna reroll. Am I gonna regret it? Maybe. But the thing about boss rush that's nice is even if you get a bad reroll, you only have to survive 3 waves of the bad reroll, and you're probably not gonna die in that time period. So here's what you do: get a little Thundy Thighs, reroll. What do we got? I have Godhead. I have Godhead Mom's Knife. Only 5 damage somehow. Kind of low damage Mom's Knife. Oh, dude. I'm very upset. If you look at the items we have right now, Mom's Knife is ruining this run. We would have had Godhead, Jacob's Ladder. Obviously, I have 2 Guppy items, by the way, so I should probably continue rerolling. We would have had Godhead, Jacob's Ladder, which is obviously sick. A great combination. Mom's Knife ruins it. So you reroll again. You become Beelzebub. I don't like this, really. I'll go ahead and huge growth just to really up my damage for the remainder of boss rush. I'm a little big, you may be noticing. I'm not trying to that's not like a Tinder bio type of braggadocious thing. I just want to clarify. Like physically, I'm quite large in the screen right now. Like to reroll again. Conjoin. Gotta become Guppy eventually. This one's looking kind of wild and wacky. Something hit me. Oh, it's a Peep and he is real smushed. This one's looking wacky, but we got Tech 0. It's wacky, but I don't think it's good. You know? It's like kind of bad, actually, so I don't think this is what we want to stick with. Yeah, this is very low damage, so we're trying to reroll this one ASAP as possible. Would like you to die. We got Scatter Bombs. Yeah, this is a reroll. We'll pick up Wiggly Worm just because it should be kind of fun to watch. Take the butt bombs as well. Yeah, this ain't it, Chief. We'll be re-rolling this one. We'll be re-rolling it in just a couple of seconds. I don't know if it's because my range says it's 61. Okay, re-roll. What you got? What you got? Okay, I don't really know what just happened there. I don't know what's happening, but I seem very strong. I literally can't see anything, but I'm very strong, so but I got Fruitcake. You gotta get rid of it. Gotta get rid of it. Too many Bone Hearts! What the heck's happening here, dude? How am I not Guppy yet? Who's the bad guy? There he is. Who's the bad guy? Da boopy boo booey doody 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 doody. This run seems bad because I can't actually control where my technology is going, so I will probably be sending this one to the Shadow Realm as well. No, let me reroll. Yeah. World card. That's not what we want. I think I gotta keep re-rolling, unfortunately. Like, this one doesn't seem to be it. This one does not seem to be it. Great run, by the way, though. I'm having a good time with this run. Anyway, they put a little indentation in the yogurt in the bottom. That's their cheeky way of getting you, dude. Yeah, this run's bad. So re-roll it. Spun. How am I not Guppy? I got freaking marked. Garbage. Re-roll. Oh, this is it. Death's Touch, money equals power. Maybe this is not it? Maybe this is not it? Seems like not very strong. How am I not Guppy yet is my question? It's pretty strong. Okay. This is probably the one you stick with. It's not... Is that Explosivo? I hate Explosivo. We got green bean tiers. It's kind of fun. I don't think it's great, but it's what we'll stick with. Sweet! I don't think it's great, but it's what we'll stick with, so... Maybe we'll re-roll again. I can't be helped. Look. I cannot be stopped. We got a little bum friend. Should I re-roll again? This one's very good. I got away having fun over putting up a good daily performance. Oh, money equals power. 79 cents. Anyway, so there's cheeky things marketing people do. Hate that, hate that. Yeah, this is why I hate Explosivo. There's cheeky little things that we do that by cheeky, I mean generally unethical and scummy, of ways to trick the average consumer into thinking that something's a good deal when it's not. And I think this bread is a similar situation. On the front of the packaging, very large, it says, they're only 35 calories a slice. It's the healthiest bread out there. And I checked it, and the average piece of bread has about 70 calories in it. So you look at that and you're like, it's half the calories of a normal piece of bread. Obviously, that's a fantastic deal. Until you buy the bread, and you open the bread, and you look at the bread, and you realize that what they've essentially done is they took a normal loaf of bread, and they cut each what would be slice in half. So it's just like paper thin bread. Like I literally, and it's also like smaller. It's just in general smaller. It's thinner than your average slice of bread. And it's also just smaller. Like I felt like the Jolly Green Giant holding a piece of this bread when I toasted it. And it was weird. It had like a weird, like as I, really though? You're just gonna like be there when I'm here? It almost like shrunk when I toasted it, which was a strange phenomenon for me as well. Look, I don't want that, so I think we're good. Next floor. Okay. Is there any reason to hold on to the D4 anymore? Dude, I don't know. The run is really good as it is right now, so probably not. I hate Bone Hearts, dude. They ruin everything. I don't like that they count as having HP, because from my perspective, they should be Spirit Hearts, but I get that they use Red Hearts, but it bothers me a little bit. It bothers me ever so slightly. Speaking of Bone Hearts, do you ever get to play as Bone Lord in a daily, or was he not invited to the fun? I think he was maybe not invited to the fun. At least we haven't seen him yet. Are there any other characters we haven't seen? Probably. Anyway, so I toasted this bread and I was like, bruh, it's 35 calories per slice because they took a 70 calorie piece of bread and they cut it in half. Yeah, so like, that's the issue. That's the thing about marketing. It's not a lie. I'm sure that bread is... No, my dime! That was not for you, Bumbo. Just would like to clarify, that was not for you. You can grow up pretending that dime was meant for you. This is like when I was a kid, and I lost a tooth one day, and I put it under my pillow. And the next day, checked under my pillow, and the tooth was still there. And I cried, and I cried, and I cried, and I cried because I thought it meant the tooth fairy didn't like me. But what turns out is that the potential tooth fairy spoilies in chat. As it turned out, the tooth fairy just forgot to put money under my pillow. So in a scramble to make me feel like I wasn't forgotten, the tooth fairy ran down to their purse to put money under the pillow. I typically got $1 per tooth growing up, but the tooth fairy didn't have any ones at the time, so the tooth fairy, the lowest bill they had was a 5. So suddenly I got $5 for the tooth, and that became the new going rate for teeth. Once you go up to $5 a tooth, you can't suddenly Ooh, times are tough for the Tooth Fairy. We're back down to $1. So it's kind of like that. Anyway, I think the bread's a bad deal. It's a way they trick you, and I'm not a big fan of it. It's okay, though, because it's just my career. I'm fine. I'm doing just fine. This run's good, but like as I'm seeing here right now, it's not like unstoppably good. It's not unstoppably good. I think I'm gonna... Am I gonna Yara these chests? Maybe, I don't know. Tiny Planet. Does Tiny Planet even work with Tractor Beam? No. Alright. I think you just take the damage. I believe you just take the damage. And then I think you go ahead and Yara here, because why not? The answer to why not is because these are the worst. Okay, will you X post facto? No, I thought you would put a reroll shop in X post facto. The answer of why you don't Yara there is because those are some of the worst dang things I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay. I don't love how much of our screen is blocked by our tiers. This is gonna be a... This will be a precarious Hush fight, don't get me wrong. But I think we'll beat him. And if we get very low on HP, I can always panic reroll, but the problem is I can't see his shots as they're coming in, which is rather concerning to me. We're doing a good amount of damage, but yeah, I can't really see the shots as they're coming in, which requires a lot of my brain. Anyway, I'm sure there's many other, I can't think of any off the top of my head, of course, because brain not working right now, but they're all stuck inside of it. I'm sure there are many other of these cheeky marketing tricks that they use to write stuff on the packaging, but the thing is, it's not a lie. Like, yeah, that bread's 35 calories, but like, that doesn't just mean it's healthy. That just means you decrease the portion size. It's like, it's a weird gray area where it's not lying, but there's a certain smidge of dishonesty to it as well. I don't know where you would classify that. What would you classify that as? Like, it's technically not even misleading. Like, again, everything in the statement is true, and I think legally you can't just lie about your product, so like that's for legal purposes. But it's like, if we're doing like a scale between when something goes from the truth to when it becomes a lie, you gotta be like, they gotta be balancing on that tightrope. It's really close. I don't think I'm quite fast enough to dodge these things. Just kidding, I'm the fastest man alive! We're good? All right, so we will survive this gauntlet. And I believe without taking a single piece of damage as well, which I did not expect, but that's good. That's good. I now see, we now, by the way, have as many points. Before we just jumped down there, Yeti finished with a score of 31,000, so we had as many points as he did before even hitting Shoal. So because we figured there was probably some sort of key to this one, and yeah, it seems to be that reroll, the extra life. I can't believe I'm not Guppy yet. Did we start getting wild with the rerolls? Let's do it. Let's start getting wild with the rerolls, because why not, basically. Am I Guppy now? Or is my egg sac tiers just spawning a whole bunch of spiders? Can you like raise your hand, please? Thank you. I mean, this run seems very good as well. In fact, this run may be better than the other one we were on, so maybe we're happy with this reroll. I'm still not Guppy, but like, help. I'm not technically Guppy, but I might as well be with the sheer amount of from egg sac tiers from the sheer amount of spiders and stuff I'm spawning, so I can be content with this. I have Isaac's heart! I should likely not be content with this. This is one where being content is probably a mistake. But it's very strong. I do be one-shotting just about everything I see. You would not be lying if you said that. What do we got here? Burkano? Sure, pop it. Burkano, pop it. Give me Yara. Hagalaz. Perthrow. Give me Perthrow. Give me pizza. P-I-Z-Z-A. I want pizza. I don't remember what comes next, but that's a great... Okay, so if I have Isaac's heart, I should theoretically be able to play this man without taking damage. Let's find out. Let's find out, shall we? Heck yeah, brother. Heck yeah, brother. Give me the goods. Give me those goods. Store credit, that does nothing for me at this point in the game. That rune, I mean, I might suck. Yeah. Slurp. Thank you for the tears, brother. Appreciated. Greatly appreciated. Okay. Now I don't think you reroll anymore. Now I think you've hit the point where you go, all right, I feel contented with where I am right now. I think you just go win. At this point, I think that's the key. You just go win, forehead. But yeah, there's other... I'm trying to think, like, look, I've been out of college for like 4 years now. Which is not good. Like, you're supposed to, like... The whole point... Part of it is I was a horrible student. And I didn't really, like... learn per se or study in like the way that most people do. I am a great, like, I finished very high in my high school class. Not like, it's not like a braggadocious thing, it's just like stating a fact. But not because, and everybody thought I'm just like, you know, he's an intelligent man. Not really, I would say. I'm not really intelligent. Why did we definitely want to Perthrow that? I'm not intelligent. I'm very good at stuffing information into my brain and regurgitating it moments later and then never accessing those memory files ever again. For whatever reason, my brain can do that very well, which happens to be how the average school structure, at least in America, don't catch you slipping now, that tends to be how education works. Study for a test, regurgitate the information on a test, congratulations, you have learned. Unfortunately for me, that means I can get through high school, college, etc. relatively easily, getting good grades. But now entering the real world and having to try to practically use that information, try to take the knowledge that you learned and now apply it. Here's the problem. It's still back in 2017, brother. It's gone. The information is no longer in my brain. I can't recall it for you. What's the quadratic equation? Don't know, dude. Left that one in 2013. They're long gone. So it's not good. I wish I was more of a traditional learner of just like, hey, let's find the room in your brain for this information. I don't know if this is imposter syndrome speaking, because I've been having a little bit of that lately, but like, I feel like my brain just doesn't have the space for it. Like, I don't know why. I know it's easier to learn things when you're younger because your brain is more malleable and stuff like that. I feel like I just can't learn things anymore, and I don't know why that is. Like, the information just doesn't stick. I blame most of it on, like I said, the way that I chose to, or I say the way that I chose to handle school, but the issue is like it was successful, so why stop doing it, you know? If it ain't broke, don't fix it, etc. This is a very good run, by the way, and we'll go ahead and finish this one. Probably top 100 would be my guess. Barely. I'm twitching. Okay. 47,000 may be like literally the highest score I've ever had in my entire life. I wonder if part of it is that people kept that first initial run that was really good, and so they stayed the lost, and therefore they just never took damage, because we ended up with a 3,400 damage penalty. If you stay the lost, assuming you never die, like the run gets powerful enough, you just don't die, you save 3,400 on the damage penalty. I don't know, to be honest with you. This felt like we stomped this one, and we got 98th. I'm not complaining about 98th. 98th is very good. That's a weird one, especially for a lost run. Usually people struggle with the lost, so that's a weird one to me, but you know. I'm happy. It puts a nice stamp at the end of a week of successful runs, I would say. Now with that, I'm gonna go edit this video. I'm still recording, good, microphone not muted. I'm gonna go edit this video, upload it, probably play Genshin for about 8 hours straight, and then go to bed. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider showing some support down below, liking, commenting, subscribing. All help out. Just a tremendous deal. Wait. Oh. I thought DK Metcalf got hurt. Got fined. Hey, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys. Share with your grandmother, by the way, and I'll see you tomorrow.